Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's see if anyone's in here. I'm gonna send a couple of invites and hope folks find their way in. What's going on? Is anyone showing up?
I don't know yet. We're up to 6.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Kristen Lafrida Winslow.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Tara. Hey.
Tara's on. Hi, Tara.
Hey. Hi, Madison.
Oh, good.
Kristen Tatum, hello.
Hello, Franklin.
Are you ready to graduate yet?
I think he's been sick, actually.
Oh, no.
Poor little guy.
Already?
Yeah, they sent him home or something, is what she was telling me. Hi, Laura. So,
Catherine Appleby, hello.
hi, Kathy. So let's get going. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome.
So, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I must have left the ringer on. Oh, I hope that doesn't go through the video. Sorry, you guys. I don't...
Hey,
So,
I'm home, so I'm not calling.
Yeah. So, let's get going, Bill, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tell me if you can see everything okay. Oh, no. Who is... I never get... It's Barb. It's Barb. I don't know if she's having trouble getting on or
Well,
what.
she's watching.
Oh, hi, Barb. Well, something was coming through to me and it was dinging my phone and it had her. Hi, Donna.
Hello.
Okay. Tell me if
Jackie Johnson from Pittsburgh. New to the page.
Oh, well, welcome. Anybody new? Come on in. Get to know us. We're a really nice crowd. Stick around a while. Okay, so am I in shot, Bill? Can we get going?
Let's go.
Okay, let's get moving tonight. I do want to say that I cannot open this yet on social media yet, just per Stampin' Up! Policies, but we do have a new holiday catalog coming out. There's some really fun stuff in here, and actually I'm going to be using some stuff. I can use it and show you, but I can't open up the pages and show you. So I can, however, show you the fun stuff on the cover. So am I in a good shot?
You are.
Okay. If you are a current customer, I have you on my
cover.
Oh, thank you. If you're a current customer, I have you on the list to receive the catalog. If you are a new customer, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like me to be your demonstrator, let me know because I'll get you a catalog. So,
hello, Joy.
Hi, Joy. Tonight's going to be fun with Joy here.
That's right.
So, I want to go on to Paper Pumpkin. But before we go on to this next month, I just kind of want to show you a couple things. I got a blog post coming out. Paper Pumpkin, if you don't know what it is a, now that's Mom. I don't know why that did that.
No, either.
I hope that isn't going to go through the whole video. Oh, no. Huh. I guess people are sending me messages instead of writing on the wall. But okay, so Paper Pumpkin is a subscription program that is kind of a surprise every month in your mailbox. It comes in a box like this, and each month it has different kits offered in it. So this month for August, it was this bags and tags kit, and it's really cute, and there's a lot of extra supplies to this kit, which is awesome. It comes with everything you need other than like paper snips and maybe some adhesive if you have a favorite adhesive. But so it comes with a really cool stamp set this time, and it makes these 6 bags. they had an additional add-on. They were trying something new for those of us who are card makers, and primarily I'm a card maker. And so they had these note cards. They are mailable. Now here's the two that I did. I've done a few of them, but I love this. It was a $10 add-on for 24 cards and envelopes. So this is just a really cute little note card. They are mailable because Joy's on it. I need to make sure she knows they're mailable. And then here's another one. Now I used some of our vellum paper. I added some things to this. And then I used, which is in the new catalog, this. Now, give me a minute to try to say this. I think it's Delicata ink. And so it comes in gold, which is what I used here, if they can see that. Can they see that?
Yeah. Hey, look at how shiny. They're almost as shiny as your nails.
You like those?
Like,
Trying new nail wraps. And then it comes in a silvery shimmer, celestial copper, and golden glitz. So there's 3 of them, and I love them. My favorite so far is the gold. I think it has like the most sparkle and stuff. So I just wanted to show you. It comes with these beautiful envelopes to go with it. So awesome. I have 24 cards. I already am making a list of who I'm sending those to. So moving on, because that's not orderable now. If you have not signed up for Paper Pumpkin, what are you waiting for? Because it is exciting. Yeah, it is exciting every month. Now, they've given us a little clue. This came in this box, and it was, losing my voice here. It says Bon Appetit Paper Pumpkin. And then off of our demonstrator site, it has a thing. It says, for a handmade Halloween. Bon appetit.
Oh, Cynthia Howard.
Hi, Cynthia. You have from August 11th to September 10th. So every month you have by the 10th to sign up if you want one. It is a continual subscription, so you can opt out on different months or opt back in. It's up to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So it's fun. Okay, so Halloween in that one, which I don't know what's going to be in there, but
probably zombie brains.
You think zombie brains with zombie the bone in between? Mm-hmm. I don't know, the bone and then the handmade thing. Maybe it's skeletons.
Oh, skeletons, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, quick little housekeeping items, just 3 of them because I keep getting some questions. So yes, we do have the 3D embossing folder. If you need that number, send me a message if you haven't used yours yet. It is awesome with our new 3D folders. So there's that. We do have the Stampin' storage, and I know some people were asking about numbers for that too.
And I've seen this out in the real world. This actually works.
Yeah, it's great. You see it here all the time.
Well, not just here, outside of here.
Oh, you've seen other people with it?
Yeah.
Who have you seen?
I don't.
You have some out in your wood shop?
That's right.
So anyway, I have all the numbers in that, and I can get you that information also if you want it. And then last but not least is the Stamparatus carrier. And I have mine right here so you can see. Yeah. It is perfect. It holds everything you need with your Stamparatus. I have mine out because I'm using it, actually.
When are you going to show us how to use it?
Would you like something on Stamparatus soon?
Yeah, maybe we should do something.
Well, see if everybody else wants it. I can do it.
Everybody, tell us if you want something done with the Stamparatus, huh?
It has multiple uses, so I can do that. Yeah. All right. I'm going to keep going. It is also time to redeem your bonus coupons. So if you made any orders in July, this month and this month only is when you can cash those in. So if it was an order over $50, you got $5 in cash. And I'm telling you what, I would bend over to pick up a $5 bill if someone had it right there for me. So if you haven't used it, I know I have a few customers yet who haven't used theirs. Go dig through your emails, find those coupon codes so that you can use them.
Don't let them go to waste. You earned them.
And if you don't want them, give them to me. I'll use them for you just fine. Okay, Piccadilly Perks. So what is Piccadilly Perks? It's a rewards program where you can earn free products of your choice just for being my loyal customer. So a loyal customer of Piccadilly Stamping. How does that work? So for every $35 purchase that you make, you gain one letter to for the word Piccadilly, and there's 10 letters in the word Piccadilly. And I do this via email confirmation. So when you get all of them earned, and I think you said Cynthia was on here. Cynthia, you're like one more away from getting a free shopping spree from me. So yes. So when you get them all collected, you get a free shopping spree through my online store, and it's totally free. I mean, like, I'm going to pay $25 worth of product. I will pay the tax, and I will pay the shipping on that for you. So you can choose anything in our current catalog. Now, for this month, this catalog doesn't go live. That'll go live in September. So right now, it's just our current annual catalog. But, and anything on the clearance rack that you might want. But I will not do anything with host rewards or host sets or celebration products, because those are earned through Stampin' Up! A whole different way. This is just my reward for you. So, and then the last thing, this is also the last month of the extra promotion. So normally Stampin' Up! You can join in to become a demonstrator, and it is $99 for $125 worth of product. But they're adding an extra $30 to your starter kit, and you get to pick whatever you want in your starter kit, which I think is awesome. But then the following month, they're going to give you a $10 off coupon. So, ooh, I might need to remind a few people to use their $10 off coupons.
Yeah.
There was a couple people that signed up last month. Kathy, I know you're one of them. So make sure you use your $10 coupon. And then when you do sign up under me, you will become a Piccadilly Pearl. And we're an awesome group of ladies. We'd certainly enjoy to have you join our team. So, should we get going now?
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like that was a mouthful. Okay, tonight I want to grab my, I got a little bit of scrap paper here. We're going to focus.
Some Stampin' if we're going to have scrap paper.
Well, yeah, we're going to focus on the pigment sprinkles. And these are done in 6 of Stampin' Up! Colors. So we've got like a Mango Melody and a Daffodil and a Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Bermuda Bay, and Granny Apple Green. And these things are awesome. They're so much fun. They are a little messy. So I'm going to say be sure to put a lot of paper down, and I wouldn't suggest them for small children at all.
Bill.
Or Bill. Yeah, Bill said, am I stamping tonight? I said, no, it's too messy for you.
That's right. Not tonight.
Sorry. So I want to show you what these things do and some of my favorite things. Then we're just going to put a couple cards together.
I wonder if Izzy can do it. No.
You want Izzy to stamp? So I'm going to be featuring this Boo to You stamp set. I fell in love with it the minute I saw it. My daughter, what was the name of that show? Walking Dead or something? Mm-hmm. My daughter used to watch some zombie show that freaked me out, and it's got this little zombie guy. And I would never watch it with her, and I feel really bad because, you know, you should do things with your kids, but yeah, I can't do spooky, but I can do this kind of zombie. I can't, I'm going to be using just the spider web. I am an actual arachnophobe, so I'm not going to be using anything out of this, and I certainly won't be using that awful spider in this set.
Charlotte.
I know, Charlotte, he says. But I am going to be using this for a little bit of background stamping, and I just wanted to let you guys know this is the Wonderfully Wicked set, and it comes with a die set that says Wicked.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then it has a little spider. I've really got to get over some of my fears.
It's just a plastic spider.
Well, actually, that's metal.
Or a metal.
It's a die cut. So, but we will be using that. And let me get...
Just dropped your Wicked again.
well, that's because I was taking it out. Let me get my stamp out. And usually I kind of put these in here. Are there any questions or anything so far?
Making sure you use your coupons.
Yes.
Stamparatus, yes.
Okay, so we got some people who are interested in the Stamparatus.
Right.
All right. So I want to start off with, let me get my images here put onto blocks. I didn't have that done. I went and like really prepped this, so I'm hoping that this pays off. So we have this grid paper, but I'm using this grid paper as what I'm going to call as backup here. This stuff, it like sprays. So I'm going to put some of this up here like so to kind of protect my surfaces. Okay. I have watercolor paper, and you're going to want to use watercolor paper because it absorbs liquid better than regular paper. Regular paper will mush, it will peel. Is that what I want to say? Peel? Wrinkle. Pill. That's what I want to say. Pill. Yeah. When you're using it. So there's usually two sides to watercolor paper, and if I'm going to do any stamping on anything, then I definitely want to use the smoother side. So I'm just going to show you a couple things to start. There's different ways. We have aqua painters and we have spritzers. And so, yeah. So let's start with the pigments. And there's many different ways you can use them. I'm not going to go through everything tonight. I'm just going to show you a couple of my favorites. So we're going to start off and let's do a little bit of the Melon Mambo. I'm going to say this repeatedly. Be very ginger with this. When you're tapping it on, this stuff flies. If you've got a little bit of a breeze, it moves. Even with that ceiling fan, it moves. So yeah, you don't want to use all three holes in this and get a big bunch of pigment, especially the red, because the red and the purple seem to like stay with everything. But let me just start really quick, and I'm just going to do a little sprinkle kind of on my paper. Any questions or anything while I'm...
Not yet.
And if you see, I'm not tapping... There we go. I'm a little nervous about tapping too much because it gets pretty
wicked.
Crazy. Okay, and then I'm going to use a little bit of the Mango Melody, which is one of my favorite brights these days. Wasn't sure what to think when they first came out with it, and I'm telling you, it's a great accent. Now I got quite a bit in that one corner.
I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Too much pepper on your salad.
Okay, so I'm going to use, this is one of our spritzers. They come like, you've seen me use them before, like this is one of my favorites with the white frost, and I've got the shimmer paint in there and the alcohol. But this is just water this time. You can use water or alcohol. I do label mine if I'm using alcohol or water in any of my aqua painters or my spritzers, so I know what I'm using. But this is just water, and I don't know why I'm phenomenal at spraying my eyeballs with them, so look at what you're doing when you're doing and concentrate. But this, you want to kind of hold your hand up, so I don't know if my hand is in here or not very well, but and as you spray, and the more you spray, the more of a color it's going to spread, and you get this kind of technique. And I think this is really pretty. Notice I have kind of my backsplash there, and it's going to sit and do its own little funky thing while it dries. So I'm going to move this aside so you guys kind of have the idea there. And another thing that's really handy is to have paper towels. So I'm going to move this aside to dry so I can use that in another project. We're going to be using one tonight that I pre-did. That's just one way to use it, is with the Stampin' spritzers. Now, another thing that's really fun. And let's just do the Bermuda Bay this time. That's pretty. Or maybe I'll do I always do Bermuda Bay. I'll do the purple. Any questions or anything?
No, you're just now spritzing, so.
Okay. So I'm going to take the purple here and just dot it on very gingerly, but just so it's kind of peppered on there. This is, you can also use alcohol, and I could do an alcohol one to show you. The only thing different, it really does what the water does. It just dries a little quicker. So if you're working on something that you want to kind of come back to right away, I like to let mine dry pretty good overnight. But the other thing that I like is this is a spray starch, and I'm going to hold this back a little bit. What I like about it is, well, let me just show you what it does.
Ooh. Wow.
I think Bill likes it too. It really, I
They
like.
disappear. You know where they'll be.
It makes a really fun background. Like, I'll probably do something with a butterfly on this or something. I think it makes a really fun background. I like, the thing about the pigments is it's a very, and you can see that it's just sprayed all over. It's a very concentrated color. And so the thing that I really like about the spray starch is the pigments will come off onto your fingers, even on your cards afterwards. And this kind of actually helps seal it onto the card. Yeah. So isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I know. I thought you'd like that.
It's like, oh.
Okay, so let me get my, here we go. We'll do this one now. Okay. And you know, having a rag or something on you is pretty handy when you're doing some of this. So I want to show you some other things. Sometimes you can I'm putting Bermuda Bay here, and you don't need much of this little color, but what's something that's Bermuda Bay that I could color, that I could make? I'm just going to use a pen, and the less liquid you put into it, the deeper the color is going to be. So you can see. And then you've got an aqua painter. So if you wanted to do I'm trying not to get it into that now, like a background wash.
That's cool.
You like that?
I do.
Now I've got it pretty, you know, intense in color, but to clean this,
A little bit of happy trees.
my Bob Ross painting, is that what you're saying?
That's right.
You can just use your chamois to clean it.
The ShamWow.
The ShamWow. No, it's a Stampin' chamois.
Oh, Stampin' chamois.
Okay, so now I have another card that I can do like a background on, you know, happy birthday or something. This is really pretty.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So the other thing is
See that in the card, Izzy? Yeah.
if you're doing multiple colors, sometimes I did a demonstration with my pearls recently where I did like some what was it, fruits? Didn't I do some strawberries or something? So I had my greens and my melon mambo and stuff, and that's really easy to do. And then you can just clean it out with your chamois and then rinse it off when you're done. So let's see, I'm going to try to do this here because I don't want to get it into that purple. But is that show? Am I in camera still?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is the Granny Apple Green, and I love how it kind of looks orangish, and I'm not going to be too shy with it, to be quite honest. I'm a little more liberal because this is going to be the background to one of the things that we're going to do tonight. You have a question?
there is a question out
Okay.
there. You know, when you're using your aqua painter,
Mm-hmm.
if you add more water, it'll make it a softer color. Correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
I wanted to know.
The more water you add to it, the softer the color will get. I'm a brights lover, so this was kind of my thing. But yeah, you could get even a green that would be less color on here. And I'm going to move this, I think, there. I'm going to use the spray starch again, but I'm going to show you. Oh, I shouldn't have done that right in the middle, should I? You need to have it kind of up a little bit. So my hand is kind of up level to the... Now each one of these comes out different. Do you see how funky that is? And you can move it around and make it drippy if you want.
Ghoulish brains.
So this is why I say with, you know, maybe little kids, not quite the best project, because it's pretty dirty even for big kids. All right, I am what? Was I talking about you?
Big kids.
Did they want to see how to do those fruity things, or
No.
no? Should we just keep going?
Yep.
Okay, because I can do more at another time. I just really kind of wanted to show how to do this background stuff. Now, as you can see, I've protected my surface pretty good because it sprays. So there's my host code. If you are going to be ordering this month, that goes until the 29th. I'm just going to clean up that surface. Definitely work on a protected surface. Okay. So now I'm going to put that away. Let's do a little cleanup here, and then we're going to start doing some stamping. So tonight I have a couple of fun cards, and I actually...
So you made these backgrounds earlier.
I did, so that they'd be dry for tonight. So
Okay.
here is...
You're doing it at 1 o'clock in the morning, huh?
Girls gotta play, you know. So I'm gonna start off with a basic black card base. And I'm gonna bring one of those pieces of scrap paper back.
Scrap paper.
Yeah. Because we're gonna be... Now, we sell a craft ink. It's a white craft ink. It's a Whisper White. And this isn't our old style, but it still works for me, so I'm going to use it. And I'm going to take that spider web that we were talking about, and I'm going to...
You know, the one you won't use the spider for?
I didn't want to do the spider. I'm trying to, like... I'm just going to randomly...
Background print.
Do some stamping around the edges. It doesn't have to be completely full or anything, but just kind of around the edges like so in this craft white. This takes a little bit longer to dry than regular ink, so that's why I started with it first. So I'm going to set that aside to just kind of dry. That is the craft Whisper White ink. It is not in the section of the catalog with the regular inks. It's in the section by the pigment sprinkles. So, then I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to use the Tuxedo Black Memento ink and ink my image. This is that little zombie that reminds me of my daughter. I don't know if she still watches that Walking Dead. That was really popular for a lot of people.
It's still in its season, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still on.
I don't think she watches much TV anymore. So I use the Memento ink on the thick Whisper White because the Memento ink will tolerate the blends, and I like to use the blends. Sometimes I just do coloring in and I don't do any blending tonight. I am going to do just a little, but it's not into color, it's two different colors. So we'll start there. Now, why don't you entertain or ask questions while I start coloring?
Nope. There she goes. She's making colors on the zombie.
Yeah, we're going to start off. He's got to have green skin, right? Because
they're asking. It is still available, the Whisper White, right?
It is, yeah. It doesn't look like the one that I have, but it is still available. And it's in the section of the catalog. It's not with the inks. It's like in the accessories or something. I'd have to look. Let me look really quick. Now it's gonna. I definitely want to make sure that I should have had this done ahead of time. Okay, so it's the Craft Stampin' White on page 180. It is $9.50. You get the pad and a refill, and then after that, it's only $4.50 a refill. So the pad comes uninked, and then I think the sprinkles are on page 179 ahead of it, the pigment sprinkles. So they're with the blends. So I hope that helps people find it. So I've got his hands and feet, and I'm going to go back in. Now, I like to use the brush tip, but I'm going to give you a couple of hints. If you push too hard, you will ruin them. They will start to turn up and go one way or another. So you want to be very careful of very light. The other reason why you want to be light with them is because the less pressure you put on them, these things kind of spread. So the more you have on it, the more liquid's going to transfer from your wet to your dry. It'll wick out. Also, be sure when you're using them on, like even though this is the ink that's made for it, the Memento ink, I'm not spending a lot of time at the line, because even though it's the good ink for it, if you spend a lot of time at the line, the black line that you're working on, you will bleed.
Bleed it?
Yeah, bleed it. I'm using the light Night of Navy. That was the light Granny Apple Green that I was using. So I'm going to use the light Night of Navy. And we're going to color this little guy in. Has everybody been getting ready for the holiday season coming along?
Don't push it too fast, you know.
Okay, I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry, but what I'm going to do on this is I'm just going to go kind of around the hem of his shirt on his pants, like his pants used to be Rich Razzleberry. And then here's where I'm going to do that weird blending I was telling you about. I'm going to come back in with the light Smoky Slate, and I'm just going to kind of go right over what I did and follow that down on his pant leg. So it's blending the two colors into each other. And let me hold this up really quick and see. Can you see how I blended it in? So it kind of gives a shadow, but then his pants are rugged and dirty.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. I'm going to go back with the dark Smoky Slate, and I'm going to do kind of a shadow here on his arms, and then I'm going to blend it out with the light. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the light to kind of color in his shirt so our zombie's matching. But I'm going to take that dark and I'm just going to go over these like stitch lines here.
Like the zombie's clothes want to match.
We want our zombie matching. Isn't he cute? Okay.
Stinking cute.
He is stinking cute. Are you teasing me again?
I'm reading it off the words.
Oh. Okay, so what I did do is I took a pair of paper snips and I cut him out. For the sake of time, I have him done already. Yay, so you can see him. Isn't he cute? Yay. So it's not perfect. I left a little white trim around. That's okay.
He's a zombie.
He's a zombie, yeah.
You don't mind.
Now, this is the dry piece that I made, and I loved how this turned out. I thought this was so cute. It's just very creepy, right?
I like the way you tipped it and made it run.
Yeah, and that's what this did, and I loved how it turned out. If you let it, and because it's got the spray starch, it doesn't, like, not that when you spritz it the other way, like I did this one.
With the alcohol?
No, with just the water, it comes off a little bit. So I really like the spray starch because I'm not getting it off on me. So that's just my tip. You don't have to do it. Let me pull that off. I'm going to take that and I'm going to adhere it. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys. I forgot to turn my sound off, and I don't know who all sending me messages, but if you can wait till the end of the show.
Yeah, they say it looks like snot.
Oh, who said that?
Tara.
Tara. So I'm going to put this on a piece of this. By the way, my cardstock is cut at 3x4, and so I just cut the matting cardstock. I don't know if I put enough at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Tara, you're gonna hear from me tomorrow, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this back in, and I probably should have stamped. Let me grab the thing. I'm going to do just a little creepy as the saying on this one, because he's just a little creepy.
Just a little creepy.
So we'll put him on a block. And what did I do with my cut? Okay, here we go. Let's start with looking at how I want him to lay. So I'm really liking him with his hand coming out, and this is a good spot that we'll be able to see, so I'm going to stamp right in this spot. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing a dry run.
That's right.
Laying it out, seeing where everything needs to go.
Well, look at you. You understood it. A dry run. Listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, just a little creepy. Now, I'm going to take this image and glue it down here. Is Beth Ann on? You never said Beth Ann's name.
Haven't seen Beth Ann.
Oh. Okay,
Probably
now.
Still on vacation or something.
Oh, that could be. So, I didn't put this dead center. I've moved this so that I've got kind of an even on the bottom and side, and there's a little more room here. He's creepy. Now here's a little trick. I want him to kind of jump out. So I'm going to put a couple of glue dots or dimensionals on him, but I'm going to put a double dimensional at his head here.
Ooh, make his head stand out.
I want his head to stand out a little bit further, you know, give a little creep factor. Okay, so now I can look at this.
Looking for brains.
Brains. Okay, so now the top stands up just a little bit more off the paper. But wait, there's more. So Stampin' Up! This year came out with these assorted googly eyes, and they're fun. They're so much fun. And they have them in a variety of colors, which I like. So if I wanted him to have different colored eyeballs, I could. But I like him to match. Everyone to each their own, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him these purple eyes because I think that they match well with
Purple
the green and purple. Yeah.
Hi, Fran.
Hi, Fran. And then, look at that. Oh my gosh, it just cracks me up. And I'm going to put his little googly eyes on there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
That's
it.
awesome.
Isn't that cool? That is so cute. And that's all done with that spray starch. And I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so let's do the other one then. So you got the idea. We did the other one in the
red.
Yeah, let me grab my thing out here. Instead of taking the time to do it all, I'm just going to give you guys, we did the Melon Mambo and then we mixed it with the
Madison loves it.
Mango Melody. Good, Madison. That's what you're getting for your
Halloween card.
Halloween card. The minute I saw this set, I was like, I have to get this for my little zombie. Okay, so I've got a card base, and I'm just going to turn this the other direction. I have another one that I did. Look at it. It's got a big glob. Every single one of these comes out so much different. But that Mango Melody with the, it kind of looks like blood. So this is again a 3x4, and then I'm matting it with a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 in the black. Normally I don't do the extra glue, but when I'm using the heavy watercolor paper, I sometimes do. Oh, I'm sorry again. I don't know who's messaging me. Okay. Yeah, it just kind of looks blood and creepy. But, so I think these sprinkles are absolutely adorable for if you're into the Halloween season. So I went ahead and did the little monster, and I did the Melon Mambo, but we don't have Melon Mambo in our blends. This is the blends again. So I used the lovely lipstick, I used the Bermuda Bay, and then for his little teeth, his claws, his eyes, and even the polka dots in his horns, I used the Mango Melody because it goes so good. And then I'll take this off, and we're going to put a boo to you is what this one says. So, you know me, I like to kind of lay it out and see. I like him at it.
May not be blood. It could be flames.
Oh, it could be flames. That's right. Who said that?
Joy.
Well, Joy, I knew there's a reason I had you. You're a joy. Okay, so... yeah, I think I like the idea of flames better because he's got the horns. He kind of looks like the devil, right? Flames. So I like him kind of at this angle. So maybe I'll do it down here. Okay, let's see. Boo to you. And we could, my original one I had like this, but we could actually, let's just do it a little different. Let's turn it so that it's a little wonky.
Wonky?
Mm-hmm.
Got that name again. Wonky.
Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Now, on this guy, I don't know that I necessarily need him jumping out. I just liked it on the zombie. It was jumping out.
It looks cool.
It does look cool. He's so cute. And the color, you know, really goes well. Look at this. Isn't this just adorable?
Creepy looking.
It is. Aren't they cute? And this is all this thanks to this background. The background, I think, is what really, and the cute little Stampin' Up! Characters, I think, really are what pull it together. It's a very simple card. So this is great for new stampers that want to get into it. You wouldn't even necessarily have to do any, like, with aqua painters with this. It's just kind of sprinkle and spritz and go. And I love the fact, again, that I'm not getting with that spray starch.
Takes a little planning, though, because you're going to want to let it sit for 24 hours.
Yes, it does take a little planning. That's why, and I did want to show you guys. I'm glad you said something, Bill, because where is it now? I just want to show you, like, I sat and made a bunch. Here's some other colors.
Making your own DSP?
Yeah, because there, you know, and now I've got the purple one that we made and another green one that looks like snot, according to Tara. And each one of them come out differently. So, I mean, this would be cute with a flower, like a black cutout of a flower or something, but these things are great. So these are called the Pigment Sprinkles. They are exclusively in Stampin' Up! Colors, which I absolutely love, but they are a mess. Put a lot of paper down before you use them. So, any questions on any of that?
Oh, they love them.
Okay, they are really fun, you guys. This is just kind of a sneak peek of stamp set that's coming in the new catalog for Halloween. There are actually more than just this that are coming in the Halloween catalog, and there are some neat ribbons, and I love the googly eyes, so I might have to get an extra set of these, because maybe I'll just make googly eyed other things, because we've got like cows and pigs and stuff. I'm wondering if that would work on there or not. I'm not a seller of spray starch or anything, but I did, this was just a cheap dollar store something.
Dollar General.
Yeah, Dollar General. I had Bill pick it up for me on the way home, and I really liked the way, I like how it spreads. So let me pull these back just so you can see they're spreading out. And here's one more. So I'm going to have a lot of backgrounds to do some fun stamping on. So, and they're bright and fun, and I love that. All right, you guys. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you can't live with any of these products, then you can purchase them on my online store, and I will be posting this to YouTube, so I will be putting a description down below so that you can get to that. It is time for a drawing. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
Can I get a drum roll?
Drum roll. Brrr.
Okay, so my host code this week is UM33ZDG4, and tonight's drawing is going to be for these little creepy crawlies. So I'm going to send these out, all right? Let's get it. I put your names in here, and thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. I had more this week than I did last week, and that is great. So thank you so much. Okay, you ready, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Let me shake them up. Okay, hand over your head.
Hand in, digging deep into the corner. Cynthia Howard, North Dakota.
Okay, Cynthia, you won these 2 little cards, so I hope you have some kids or some people with some good humor that would like that. I will get these out into the mail for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I will be back here next week, and I do have a Quickadilly coming out this weekend also, so be looking for that. All right, take care. Have a great night. Bye-bye.